All right, Sean Zittel here with the former super bantamweight champion of the world, my man Angelo Leo, now looking to become a champion at featherweight, two-division champion against Venado Lopez, ESPN. Even though he's the challenger, they're fighting in his hometown in New Mexico. Man, Angelo, how's everything going, man?
Everything's going great. Camp is going good. We're on schedule and we're ready to go August 10th.
Now, I know Venado is a very explosive, very athletic fighter in the division, but do you feel like your fundamentals are a big reason why you can win this fight?
Yeah, I believe so. I got a lot of skill up my sleeve, and so I think that'll be the factor in this fight.
What do you think when the odds came out and it's got you as a big underdog at like 5-1, 4-1, something like that? What were your thoughts on that?
I don't really care. It doesn't really bother me. I've been the underdog before. And it actually pushes me, it motivates me to go in there and do what I do best and prove the people right and then prove the people that wrong, that believe in me, that don't believe in me.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys sparred a lot of, how many rounds was that today?
We did like 12 or 14. Yeah.
Dang, maybe 14?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. You're about a month and a week, about 5 weeks out from the fight. What's this part of camp all about? This section of camp?
Right now, just maintaining.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just maintaining camp and just getting better, just tweaking things I need to tweak on, work on things I need to work on.
So does the intensity in sparring, when does that reach its peak, you feel like, in camp for a title fight?
It just depends on the fighter. It depends on the fighter. For people, they reach it 2 weeks before the fight, a week before the fight. So it just depends on the fighter.
What do you think? What are you feeling like is right when you're going to be doing your best work heading into this fight?
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now. Everything is going good. Looking good in sparring, and we're ready to go.
How do you assess Venado?
He's a great fighter. He's a champion for a reason. He's gotten better over the years, as I've seen, and he's doing his thing. He's explosive. He's athletic. And he knows how to win the rounds and get the W.
How much tape are you watching on an opponent like this, or is that to your dad, Miguel?
Yeah, basically to my team. I do watch here and there, but for the most part, it's my team.
What do you think is gonna separate you, man? What do you think's gonna win you this fight, win you this title?
I think it's the skill set. The skill set. Pretty much that. Yeah.
Is it the intellect, the IQ too?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Could you, without giving away a game plan or anything like that, but how does that play out in a fight? Like, how do you take advantage of having a superior IQ against his style, against what he does?
How you say? How does it play out?
Yeah, like how are you able to, like, what could you share about how you'll take advantage of that IQ over him?
You guys just have to see. You guys will have to see on August 10th.
Well, the people who watch the fights, they like, okay, he's athletic, but he does make technical mistakes too. He leaves he fights kind of erect sometimes with his chin up. What do you make of his flaws too?
Yeah, he seems to get away with them, but he's got power. He's got some power. He's got some power in his punch, and I know that with that, it negates a lot of his flaws because people are not willing to engage with him.
Right. So that power. What do you think that power does to the opponent? It makes them shut off some of the things they'll be trying to do, or shell up, or what is it?
Yeah, that too. Just depends on the fighter. Some fighters react different to power than others. But I've seen everything. I'm experienced in this fight game, and I know what I need to do to get the W. Why
do you know that that power won't have that same effect on you that it has these other guys lately?
I've been in there. My experience in there. I've been in there with heavy punchers, and I know how not to be affected by it. So, it won't play a factor.
Well, we know, like at 22, you were the bully a lot of times. You get on the inside and rough these guys up. Do you got to be a little bit different with him because he's it's a 26 pounder, it's not a 22, and he's a good puncher. Do you think he's the bigger puncher in this fight?
Yeah, I think he is.
Okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean nothing. This is boxing. This isn't about power punching. It's a boxing, and it's a game about who could outsmart the other fighter.
Also, like, just how much is truly on the line in this fight? Because like from where I'm sitting, it's not just the world title. If you win this fight, there's life-changing money out there for Inoue. when he moves up. Do you think about that too?
Of course, of course. That's definitely in the future. First thing is first to get through Venado. This fight will open up the doors, even more than the Fulton fight. I think this will be that one that will give me my respect that I need to in this division and in the boxing game.
Do you think that has, not just you, but Venado, hungrier than ever that, at featherweight, there's not always $1 million around the corner, but there is right now with the new wave moving up. You feel like that has not just you, but Venado, both of you, super hungry in this fight.
Definitely, for sure. This fight is, like you said, it's life-changing money, life-changing. Especially this being in my hometown, that means a lot to me. It's, I gotta go in there and show out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you said it. It's in your hometown.
Yeah.
And, man, would this not be the biggest moment for New Mexico in boxing since Tapia, since Danny Romero?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure, without a doubt.
What's that mean to you, man? That if you pull this off, you're doing the biggest thing since those guys.
Yeah, it means the world, because ever since I was little, I looked up to Danny Romero. I looked up to Johnny Tapia. So being in that position, that's what I've always dreamt of. And, this is my time to shine,
I remember coming into Floyd's. It might have been like 2020 during the pandemic. You were getting ready for Fulton. Tremaine Williams was the replacement, but it was like you were a man on a mission in that camp.
Yeah.
Was that up until this camp the best camp you've had, and are you able to reach that intensity and hunger like you did for that first title fight?
Oh, definitely, for sure. If not, I'm even more hungry now than I was before. Because now, I've been through a lot more in the boxing game. I've had a 2-year layoff, and that will deter a lot of fighters, but that actually motivated me to be even hungrier. And because, I love the sport of boxing. It's my passion, and it's what I love to do. And so I wasn't going to quit for nothing or no one.
And did you become a father since then too? Right,
yeah.
so there's that too.
I did,
right?
yeah. That's another one of my motivations. Probably my main motivation is my son. He's about to be 2 here in October, and so he motivates me to be the best I can, the best role model, the best father, and the best boxer.
In this fight, man, do you expect it to be like more of a chess match in the first half, and then the war comes in the second half, or what are you thinking?
We'll just have to see, We'll see how it plays out. I think it could be either one. It just depends on what he brings. Depends on what I bring. That's about it.
What you think about the division, man? Shushu is coming up. Rafael Espinoza is like the Fundora of featherweight.
Yeah.
What do you think of your new weight that you've been at for a minute?
Oh
now?
Man, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's exciting for me to be in the mix with all those fighters. All those good fighters. You got fighters that are like 6 foot, like Espinosa. Then you got fighters like Nick Ball that are a foot smaller than him. A foot shorter than him. And I'm right in the middle. So whoever they want to bring, I'm ready for. It's an exciting division. It's a wild card division.
Yeah, you and Nick Ball, that would be a war, man.
Yeah.
The styles make fights. That's a war.
Right.
Do you think Venado is? You think there'll be any trash talk once we get to New Mexico? Is he that type?
I don't think he's that type.
Uh-huh.
I think I don't think he's really that type. But if he does, I'm ready for it. It doesn't matter. We go in there and we get it done in the ring. That's what matters.
Right. And si habla español, right? So
Sí.
So it's right. So if he wants to take it there in Spanish, you could take it there, right?
Yeah.
But would that feel good at all? That this is your first time fighting a Mexican champion. You're Mexican American.
Yeah.
So people in Mexico will know who you are if you win this fight.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I think that's pretty cool. That's it's an honor because New Mexico's filled with Mexican Americans and Mexicans. So I just think it's gonna be good for both countries.
And for you, hopefully, you make it like De La Hoya Chavez, right? Where the Mexican American comes out on top.
Right, or Bam Rodriguez and Estrada.
There you go, Bam Rodriguez. There you go. That's a more recent one, much more recent.
Right.
Yeah. But